What's up, everybody? This is GreyMan here. How is everybody doing this afternoon or whenever this video happens to find you? Today we're going to go over 5 must-have EDC items. Now, let me say this up front before I get a bunch of weird comments down below. These 5 EDC items are, from my opinion, if I could only, let me stress that word, if I could only have 5 items. All right? This is not, whereas, what about this and what about that? If I could only have 5 items on me for EDC, what would these 5 items be? And this is outside of my keys and wallet. I don't, my keys and wallet go everywhere I go. That's just something that everybody, pretty much almost everyone has, is their keys and wallet. So these are going to be 5 items, excluding keys and wallet, that I feel that should be a must-have in an EDC, at least from my perspective. Now, what I am going to ask of you folks out there watching this video is down below in the comments, I would like for you to let me know if you could only choose 5 EDC items to have on your persons, what would they be? I'm very curious to see what others in the community would choose if they only had 5 options. If you could only choose 5. I'm stressing that word, 5. Alright, so hopefully we'll get into this video. If you do derive value out of this video, or if it is helpful in any way, or you just want to help the channel, please give this video a thumbs up, a like, a share, a subscribe, all that stuff like that. If you're not already subscribed, it definitely helps with the YouTube algorithm. Alright, so now the pleasantries are all out the way. Let's get into the 5 items that I have ready for you guys. And believe it or not, this, to me, looking at just 5 items is pretty hard, because I'm thinking I have my EDC bag, I have my get home bag, I have my IFAKs, I have all this stuff. But then I thought, well, what if you could only have 5 items? To make it a little bit more complex, what would these 5 items be? So here is what I have gone with, and we're going to start with just a couple of things here. A lot of you guys know, and some people are going to probably knock me for this one, but I just, being with my background, it just, to me, it's always something that I feel like I need to have on me. Okay, so I want to get that one out the way first. All right, one of my 5 top EDC items that I would carry on me is a Cat 7 tourniquet. Let's see if that camera will focus on that there. Let's flip that bad boy around. Is a Cat 7 tourniquet, preferably North American Rescue tourniquet. But those are one of my items that I would carry. Some people, probably would not. But me personally, one of my 5 items would definitely be a Cat 7 tourniquet of high quality, not some cheap made imitation or clone of, let's say, a North American Rescue Cat 7 tourniquet. Alright, so let's move on. Everybody feels, and I feel everybody should feel the same way, is having a multi-tool. Having some form of multi-tool. Whatever you choose for your multi-tool is, to me, your choice. What's going to work for you? The reason that I've chose, and you see me looking over there because I'm making sure it's in focus, the reason I chose this multi-tool, it's one of my favorites. It's the Leatherman, or one of the Leathermans here. And the reason I chose this version of the Leatherman is because it has a ferrocerium rod on there for me to start fires. It has various other tools, knife sharpeners, and I'm not going to break it all down. Maybe I can do a review for it, you guys one of these days, if you guys are even interested in something like that. But any multi-tool, if you have a multi-tool that works best for you, the reason I chose that one is because it has a ferrocerium rod on there that I can use to start flame. That's the reason. Plus, it has small blades and has lots of other different things. But to me, a multi-tool is something extremely important to have in your EDC. So choose the multi-tool that works best for you. That one works best for me. So again, let's recap. 1, I have my Cat 7 tourniquet. 2, I have my multi-tool. All right, let's go into number 3. Number 3 is have some form of light. Some form of lighting, maybe a headlamp, maybe whatever flashlight, keychain light, whatever you may have, is having some form of light. Because it could be your dark room, dark place, dark walk, whatever it might be, you may need light. If you're, it just comes in handy. Let me just say that, because I was going to go into a whole spiel about light and what you could use it for, but any worst case scenario, just having light. Now this, everybody has their own preference. I've talked about this before. This is the M2 Warrior Pro by Olight, and we'll see if it's going to focus on me or not. Doesn't look like it. Back it up. Back it up. Yep. It just wants to focus on me. It loves my pretty face. Even if I do that, what I see everybody else do on YouTube, it doesn't look like it's going to do anything for me. Anyways, the M2 Warrior Pro. Camera doesn't want to focus on it. Maybe it just doesn't like Olight. But anyways, the reason I chose this, it does have a defensive end on here. It has a removable clip. It's a bright light. It has like 5 or 6 different settings. And believe it or not, Lady Grey thought that was great one time, but I did hook this up to my hat one time, and it's not practical. It's not practical, but I'm just being something serious with you guys. But I had it like that while we were in the garden one time. Anyways, just thought I would share that thing with you. But it has like a nice little edge on here. Maybe it'll focus on that. Probably not, right? Yeah, there it goes. Nice little tactical edge. Basically, I can use that for, let's say if I had to jab someone or use it as something of that nature for a defensive weapon. Anyways, one of the lights I use. Alright, so we have the Cat 7 Tourniquet, we have the Multitool, and we have light. So we're at number 3. Alright, so let's dive into number 4. Number 4 is going to be, I hope everybody carries some form or another of a blade on you. There's a couple different blades. Whatever blade works best for you, you know, a nice solid fixed blade, you know, that's very handy, something that you can use for, let's say, defense, something that you can use for hunting, cutting, whatever that case may be. I like full tang blades, but as you guys notice, I love my Gerber strong arm. I do love this knife here, but I've slowly been carrying that new knife that I got. Let me open that little thing here for you. And like I said, this is the XS Bravo by Tops. I'm just waiting to see if it's going to focus. Probably not. Definitely a made in the USA. But what I like about it is if you can see the back of this blade here, it's a full tang, 3/16 inch thing. So what I like about this is it's compact and small. Very compact and small. I can use this for a lot of different things. I can use this if I had to use it for a defensive weapon. If I had to use this, believe it or not, the way this tip is on the end of it here, you guys probably not going to be able to see that, but you can use this bad boy to pry open whatever you need. So you can also use it as a pry bar. Being the small compact size, you can get it in there and pop something open. It's very sharp. It can use for feathering wood, chopping wood. Believe it or not, yes, you can use this for chopping wood. I plan on doing something down the road when I go in the woods to show you how versatile this little guy is. Anyways, that is my 4th EDC item there. To recap, we have the Cat 7 Tourniquet, we have the Multitool, we have the light, and then we have some form of blade or not. Some people prefer folders, you know, a folding knife. Some people prefer fixed blade. Me personally, I'm a fixed blade kind of guy. So that covers 4 items. We're at 4 items. Now, let me move this here. My 5th item is going to be something, and I don't like to do this on YouTube very much, so I'm going to try to conceal it as best as I can. But my 5th item is a means of protection. I'm not going to go into the details of this, but it is a small, compact means of protection for my EDC. Okay? To me, a firearm is another must-have in an EDC situation. So that pretty much breaks down my top 5 must-have EDC items. If I could only choose 5, just to reiterate that, if I could only choose 5, because most of the time I have my bracelet on me with paracord. I have a compass. It has a ferrocerium rod on the inside of this thing too. So usually I have that on as well, but I figured that if I'm only going to do 5 items, I should only do 5 items. Some people may like say, Grey, well, what about if you need extra mags and stuff like that? You need a couple of those, you know, and I'm thinking to myself, well, you know, I said only 5. You know, I'd love to have extra mags, or why don't you carry a full-size AR, or, you know, a full, this is going to be funny, you know, a full-size loadout or something like that on your, and I'm like, it's just impractical. It's impractical to walk around with a full-size loadout every day. while you're walking and shopping and stuff like that, you are going to probably draw massive amounts of attention, not the attention that you want. So, in conclusion to this, my top 5 EDC items that I guess that if you can only choose 5, is to get the maximum efficiency, to keep items that are small, that serve, you know, multiple purposes. Like I said, with the multi-tool, you can do so much. I can start fires with it. It has a small blade with it, can openers, all kinds of different things in that multi-tool. Like I said, it has that built-in ferrocerium rod. My blade itself can be used as a pry bar. It can be used for chopping, feathering. It can be used for lots of different things, and so on and so forth. And you know, you have to make sure everything that you have in your EDC realm of things, it has to, let me see, how do I put this? It has to address a probable realistic threats. Okay, you can't just, it just can't be some fantasy, I guess you want to say. And I know some of you guys are going to say, well, you know, this list is not, you know, super long. You need so much more, and I get it. But I thought to myself, and this is why I kind of took up this challenge upon myself, if I could only choose 5 things. But anyways, I have found that these for me would be the most practical for me, if I could only choose 5 EDC items. So again, it's better to be prepared than not prepared at all. It's better to have something than nothing, as they always say. Other than that, I think that about wraps it up. But I want to say, I want to hear from you folks down in chat or down in the comments. If you could only choose 5, what 5 EDC items would you choose to carry on your persons? Look forward to hearing from that. Other than that, nice little short video, right, guys? I will see everybody tomorrow night at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Late Night with Grey. Join me with the Alaska Prepper, Rudy. We're going to be talking about some things. All right, this is GreyMan. I'm out. I'll see you guys on the rebound. God bless, and have a great day.